Do you know what time it is?
Music. Hey, tell them that you like that. Hey, this a mic check. You fucking up my count. I told you I'ma call you right back. She might be a wifey to you, but to me a night.
Welcome to Gameonblitz, the ultimate sport podcast where we break down the latest action, hot takes, and everything in between. Whether you're a die-hard fan, we got you covered with in-depth analysis, exciting stories, and all the buzzer beater you need to stay in loop. Tune in, gear up, and get ready for Blitz through the world of sports. Let's dive in. Gameonblitz is hosted by me, Dauda Kande, and my co-host, Mo Kande. Now, do it. What's up, Mo?
What's up, yo? What's poppin'?
What's the word? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling.
Enough of that. Okay, let's get into the first topic.
Yeah, let's get it.
What's the first topic here, brother?
The first topic is Zion not playing. Zion Williamson has faced criticism for his struggle with the conditioning and discipline and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the first. Yeah.
So, do you think his potential is being wasted, or is it just like a matter of time before he gets back on track? And how should the Pelicans handle the development moving forward with Zion?
100%. Me and you have we have spoke on this multiple times. Like at this point, I feel like Zion they probably had to move on from Zion. The reason being, Zion was drafted in 2019, and I'm just gonna name a couple players from his draft class, and then we're just gonna go through it. So. He was obviously overall, like number one overall pick. There was John Moran in that class, RJ Barry, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero. Those are just some guys that I named.
Yeah.
If you look at today's game, those guys are like the main focus of their team. Right now, right? Mm-hmm. Being in RJ Barry, he's like Toronto is his team.
Yeah.
John Moran, Memphis is his team. Darius Garland, you can say, they go both in him and Donovan Mitchell.
Wait, Darius Garland was in that draft class too?
He was in that draft class.
Okay. Didn't know that.
So, like for me, it's sports, bro. These guys, they spend a lot of money on these guys, right? So is a pay to play competition, right?
Yeah.
And me, I feel like the New Orleans Pelicans has invested so much into the Zion.
Yeah.
And I just believe at this point they need to move on. Because, like, bro, I'm looking at some of these numbers. He's been in the league for 5 years. He's only played 190 games.
That's crazy.
His most game play per season was 2020, 2021. He played 61 games that year. And then this past season, he played 70 games. Which, even though playing, because if you look at those numbers, it seems like a lot. But a lot of those games, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't 100%. Some games, he was a minute restricted. And some game, they was monitoring him. Like, actually, there's one thing that I brought up to you the other day. I feel like they should trade him to the Heat because we have, we have come to know that the Miami Heat, they have a really good conditioning core system. So, a lot of players have spoke about that. I feel like this is something that because in the South, all that soul food, I don't think I'm not gonna lie because, bro, in the summer when you see him, in the summertime when you see him, he's working out, his body looking right.
Yeah.
But then once the season starts, it's just like I feel like I just feel like it's laziness. Like he's not just he's not looking after his body the way he should be as a professional athlete. So that's just how I think about that.
No, I agree. Again, I was reading a little bit up on it, like to see if when he would make his return, and the New Orleans Pelicans star forward Zion Williamson. Hamstring injury doesn't appear to be progressing, much amid his month-long absence. And during the appearance on Pat McAfee's show on Tuesday, ESPN Shams reported that Williamson, who hasn't played since November 6th, right, is not close to coming back. So that just lets you know that, he's probably not going to play much of the season. Like, majority of the games he's not going to play. Probably going to come back maybe, I don't even know, like when.
Right around playoffs,
right?
maybe.
And you mentioned that how many games he played in the last, since he's been in the league?
190 games.
190 game, right? And that's what, 410. I'm doing the math, 190. And in 5 years, 82 games, that's 410, right? So 190 divided by 410. He only played 46% of the games.
That's bad.
of game
Being
played.
like, you know how bad that is being the number one player of your team?
Yeah.
It's like that's really bad.
No, that is bad. And like what I would say, like, you know, I want to be careful, like, because sometimes you don't want to blame a player. Because for example, like T-Mac was one of my favorite players, and we know that. It's not like he was lazy. T-Mac just was unlucky. He got injured a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And so with Zion, I want to know if it's like is it a lack of discipline, or is it just he's just unlucky? Because they say coming into the season, they believe that they put together the best team in the last maybe 3-4 years or whatever the case may be. Yeah. With Zion being in shape, Ingram, and they have some nice pieces around them, some young pieces around them for them. You know, they could have been one of those teams in the West to, you know, make noise or at least, you know, make their presence to be known. So now with that being said, with the hamstring injury, that kind of set him back and also set the team all the way back. Right, and if you look at their record, they don't have an amazing record. They don't. I think they're at the bottom. Right. So what I want to say in this case, you say that the Pelicans should move on from Zion, but my question to you, which team is? You say Miami would take him in.
Would be a good fit. Yeah.
Do you think Miami really would take that? Would want to take Zion and put him on a team, knowing that he has a track record of not being healthy? Because it might not be a discipline thing. It might not be a discipline thing for him. It might just be he's unlucky.
I don't think it's that, because all right, let me just say this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if it's like if it's like a deep tissue like injuries, for example, if he like tore his knee, something, or like break his ankle. Those injuries you can understand. If you look up like like a small, you know, tissue injuries, right? If you look up like the causes of it, a lot of it would say like putting proper like food in your body, right? And then just doing the proper condiments, like meaning like stressing enough, right? Taking time to take care of your body. Those are the type of injuries that Zion is getting. Yeah. Right. If it's like broken leg, then you can understand those are out of your control. But the type of injury that Zion's getting is all about protecting your body in the right way. Like, you know, meaning putting the proper food in your body, having the proper rest between games, or being in the gym room, like just taking care of like doing any type of massages, pauses, like doing anything, any type of stretching, like, you know, getting in a cold tub after a long game. You know, just those small details. Those are the type of injuries that Zion's getting. That's why I'm alluding to saying that it's about discipline, right? It's about, you know, taking care of your body properly. Because Zion's only 24, dog. Come on.
Yeah,
bro.
no, you're right. You're right.
At 24, these type of injuries, it can be prevented.
That's true.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. About.
So yeah, I agree with you. I think like he's an enormous talent, right? And again, he's the number one pick, so the expectation for a number one pick for a player like Zion is like super high. And as we can see, Ja also, you know, he has dealt with some injury, but he always bounced back or whatever. And like what I would say also, I think like him being unlucky also play a factor, but I think it's the lack of discipline that play a bigger factor in this case. As we've seen, even if you go back a couple years ago, he was out of shape, right? He came on he showed up on Gil podcast and he was talking about how he needs to do better with his diet and things like that to get in shape. So I think, like you say, he's only 24. He has a long career ahead of him. But if he keep on going this trajectory, he's not going to be able to, you know, last long in this, you know, league. And I think he should do a better job taking care of his body during the summer. You have to sacrifice. If you want to be one of the great, you have to say, it's like I said, he's a great talent. If you look at his stats, amazing, you know? So yeah. I agree.
Like this one thing, like you mentioned his weight. If he take care of his weight, a lot of these injuries can be prevented.
That's true.
Like if you in the proper weight, a lot of these injuries, I'm a strong believer that a lot of these injuries can be prevented.
That's true. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So Zion like to eat. You know, he got that fat nigga syndrome. So
you know, like we hate to see talent being wasted, because, you know, pray for Zion. Hopefully he come back and take care of all those, and, you know, because watching guys like Zion, Ja Morant in the league, it will be very, very interesting. Because once LeBron retired, he's the guy that needs to pick it up, and Chero, and it will get to a point when, you know, the viewership will go up again. Because these
that's
guys,
true.
They're that type of talent for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, got you. let's get into the next topic. We have Drea and Tyrod. So Tyrod filed an eviction lawsuit against Drea Michelle to get her evicted. So let me just give a little background or backstory or whatever. So I guess they were together for some I don't know for how long. I don't know if they have any kids together or whatever. I think the house might have been in Cali. I'm not sure. But as you know, she moved on, or they mutually separate, went their own way. But she's now dating what's the guy?
Yeah, Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, and so I guess they bought the house, but it was under his name through his LLC. He bought the house.
Yeah.
Okay, so she didn't put no money in it, right?
Nothing.
Okay. So therefore, they're no longer together. He wants her out of the house. I guess they had a conversation about her wanting to buy the house. I guess she offered 2.8 million, but he asked for 3.8, and then out of nowhere he stopped responding completely, and she received a call from her nanny saying that they're getting evicted or whatever. So that's the issue that's going on between them, and there you go. How you feel about that? Do you think he's being petty by kicking her out, or is it, I don't know what to call it?
I don't think it's petty, because when I was looking it up a little bit, I'm like, okay, maybe they have kids together and all that, but they actually don't have kids together. So if we done and there's no kids in between us, bro, you gotta get out of my house, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, because now she has a kid with another, athlete, right? So why can't she go stay with him?
She that's true. That's the thing that's kind of weird. You probably take your kids and go over there, right? That's what I would think.
What I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like just trying to come up on the guy.
But
and plus it's not like they bought their house together. The guy literally bought the house. Now that we no longer together, I need you to vacate my house.
Yeah, but I think I believe that I read it somewhere or whatever, that they made a verbal agreement, which is not on paper.
Yeah, that shit apply in the court of law. Come on.
Exactly, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But I guess they made that verbal agreement. I guess she was gonna purchase the house, and he gave her the yes. That's the reason why she didn't move her stuff out, move the kids out, because that's like you telling me, yeah, I'm gonna let you buy it. How much? 300, I bet. And you like, okay, I want 500. I'm like, no problem. I pay the 500. And then out of nowhere, then there's no conversation, and next thing you know, I'm getting a lawsuit. You just disappear out of nowhere, But I get what you're saying too, But it is what it is. It's a tricky situation. But how do you feel though? You think he was being petty because she moved on, or is it just, I just don't want you in my house?
I don't necessarily think that matters though. He could be, but if they had for example, if you have certain ties that they're always gonna be in contact, then I can understand. Meaning if they have kids together, right? Mm-hmm. Or if they bought a house together and they have paperwork for it. But she should know, her being in her being a celebrity also, she should know verbal agreements don't mean nothing. Yeah. What are you talking about verbal agreement? It's like we no longer together, we don't have no family ties, nothing. I need you to vacate my house. As simple as that.
Yeah. But I also thought especially maybe in Cali, when you're with someone, when you with either your wife or somebody that you've been staying with, like a girlfriend has been staying at your property or whatever, not only Cali, but several places, almost damn near all over America. When you've been staying at somebody's crib for more than a month or whatever the case may be, that's, you have mail coming over there.
Rule,
yeah. So it's to me, it's don't you have the right to stay in that house until further notice?
Yeah, she can. I don't know how smart. I'm not. She can do that. She can because they said if you receive for example, if you stayed a couple months and you receive mail there, mm-hmm. There's certain squatter rules that she probably could claim the house.
Okay.
So she could do that, especially in California. They have those rules very strictly on those rules. So
yeah,
I don't know how foreign. I don't know what those laws work, but I'm pretty sure they have those type of squatter rules where she probably could claim some on the house.
Yeah, and some people. I was got some comments. Some people that's what you get because that she's out here preying on athletes and young athletes or whatever. I don't know how old Tyrod is or whatever the case may be. Somebody's like, oh, this is karma or whatever the case may be. But how do you feel about that though? Just her situation with Jalen Green and things like that. Do you demonize her for her dating a guy that's the same age as her son?
Me, I still look at it as wrong, but bro, like he's of age, like he's able to make. But I still do think is preying on a weaker, younger man. But like, cause for example, like these guys when they was in college, that's all they fantasize about. They see her on Instagram. This the type they fantasize about. I can't wait to make the money to be with her, and she know that she capitalized on that, right? You get what I'm saying? So like me, like normally, if my son, if my son end up dating somebody that's the same age as his mother, I'll look at it as demonizing. And I think every mother should, like every parent should look at it like that. Because come on, bro, like her son is the same age as somebody that she just had kid with.
No, that's right.
And she knows that too. Because if you go, like they know that. But also on the other side of the spectrum, he's of age, so he's able to make those decisions, like. And it's whatever. So,
yeah, I agree. I agree with. I mean, it all depends. Like sometimes just they're grown, they can make their own decision. I mean, I think it's not illegal, but the optics can look bad depending on who you're talking to. But I feel like for the most part, I think most of us would probably say demonize her for it, and some people won't. I don't know what the percentage would be on each side, but. Hey, that's the world we live in. You get what you want.
It's bad, bro. Because look at it, bro. In the next 30, 20, 30, 25, 30 years, she's gonna be like super old.
Yeah.
But it's like the Bulls.
I don't think they're gonna like. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, to each his own, bro. He's of age, so he can make those decisions.
Yeah, he need to play better though. He's not playing bad, but he's not efficient.
Yeah.
So he needs to get
and
those
he just signed a new deal too, so
that's why he playing bad.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, bro,
he's not playing bad. He's not playing bad. He just needs to improve on be a little bit more efficient.
Efficiency, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Now, this one is wild. Now, the next topic is a TikTok influencer named Sophie Rain claimed that she earned $43 million on OnlyFans. Do you believe those numbers? And how ridiculous is that for someone to make $43 million on OnlyFans?
Bro, I seen the post the other day, right? She made more money this year than Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, the NBA champion, possibly the best player in the league, like 1 year contract.
Wait, how much Jason Tatum?
I think Jaylen's on 40, and she made 43 mil a year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
His salary like 38, 34. What? Didn't Tatum just sign a deal, right?
Mm-hmm. I think he re-opted on his because he made all NBA first team, meaning he can
That's crazy.
I don't know. So me, that's one thing, right? I look at everything as pros and cons, right? I feel like the new social media, right, has given like these Instagram model a leeway of going the other way. When I say the other way, right, meaning the adult industry, right? So now they are able to make more money, right? I mean, it's all still selling your body, but physically versus being on the internet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So back then they had to go into that route, to survive. I'm not gonna say to survive, but to make the type of money or have the type of recognition they were seeking. Yeah. But now they can just get on there, OnlyFans, post a couple pictures. They don't have to have sexual encounter with anybody, and they can make these type of money.
Yeah,
that's the pro side of it. The con side of it is once you put that content out there, it's there forever.
Correct.
Whether you change your mind down the line, you find God somewhere, down the line, that thing's always gonna be there. So it's gonna hunt you for the rest of your life. Right?
I agree.
That's the con of it. So that's just the way I look at it. Me personally, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, like making money these type of way. My morals and my integrity don't align with that.
No, facts.
I mean, and I'm not hitting on somebody else's the way how they make their money. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Just pros and cons to everything, and that's just how it goes.
No, I agree. I think to me it's it's kind of diminishing yourself, especially as a father. But who knows? Again, like I said, this is the U.S. people have like different perspective and different morals and integrity, right? Like I can't take my morals and integrity and apply it to someone and just say you should live by these codes. You know, it all depends. But 43 million, that's a lot of money. One, two is like it's OnlyFans, which is majority of us would consider degrading, and again, it's like she's young, she's 20. And some might say, "Where's your parents? Where's your dad? Where's your mom?" Like, again, I'm not saying like none of us are like didn't commit any type of sin or, you know, we go through things like, but there's a difference between when you going around doing things like unintentional and intentionally, but not trying to necessarily benefit from it. Because at this point, it's like you're being very transparent. And you're being very, very clear on what you want and what are you exposing out there and exposing your body for money. It is what it is. But making $43 million, to me, it's like, it's the niggas that's paying for it, bro. To me, that's my problem.
Saying, bro, we like, where all this money coming from? Like, okay, I seen this video, right? There's, I think it's one of the OnlyFans girls. She was in a car with her little brother, right? Yeah. And she was recording it. The little brother was saying that, like, in school, that's how my friends are looking. You know, like, he got some of his friends in school actually paid.
He was crying, right? He was talking to his sister. He was crying.
Yeah, he was crying. He said, like, I don't, you know, and sister was crying too. Like, so that's the other side of it. And also, a lot of girls, they look at it, right? I'm already naked on the internet. So why can I just make money off of it?
Crazy.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, so.
But why are you naked in the first place on the internet?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, bro, people don't think about it. Like, people got kids. You know, you all of that. Like, you saying, like, the brother was crying, the little brother was crying. To me, it's like, that's embarrassing because he can go to school and get bullied and things like that. So every action comes with a reaction, right? So I always say, like, when it comes to, like, your family member, your brothers and your sisters, a lot of time people don't understand that whatever they do is a representation of the whole family, meaning you, your father, your brother, everybody. So if your brother go out there and do something stupid or your sister go out there and do something stupid, it reflects on the whole family. So you can be somewhere, your sister's the one that was on OnlyFans, right? But when your mom was the one. So you have to think about all of that. People be saying, no, it doesn't matter, this and that, but it really affects people's psyche, bro, that's around you.
Like, especially where we come from, we always say that, like, sa Malayali. Bro, there's a lot of, you know, things that go on that people don't understand. There's a lot of things that go on. But, you know,
so death is better than, the saying is death is better than humiliation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, it's just ridiculous. 43 million, it's like, and people be talking about, yo, it's hard out here, and this. Again, I would assume, because I think one of the guy that spends on her, the guy that spent the most, I think he spent, I believe, $5 million just by himself. So you know he got it.
No, that's tough, bro. I seen the video, right? It was 1 week. She showed, like, she was on a podcast. She showed to the girl. Her 1 week earning was $40,000.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, it's like, bro, how many, like, bro, people are out here just like, bro, you can go feed the homeless with that, bro. You know how many homeless people is out there, bro? You could, like, it's your money. Do what you want to do. To me, that's just crazy, bro. You just like,
I ain't gonna lie, me, like, a lot of these stuff, bro, if we didn't come to this country, I wouldn't have believed you, bro. If somebody
facts.
I'm like, you're lying, bro.
Facts. I agree. Hey, but hey, it is what it is. To each his. And also, she said that she's a devout Christian, and she also mentioned that, you know, she's a virgin or whatever, so she's not out here doing anything crazy. She just, I don't know what she does on the content, and I'm not here to find out, nor did I care for anybody to explain to me, but that's what she said. It's just, to me, it is what it is. That's the world we live in. But $43 million is crazy, bro. But you know, enough of that. Let's move on to the next topic. We have LeBron slump, with LeBron performance forcing his performance facing challenges lately. Should he think about retiring, or is there still more left in his career?
All right, so I think it's time. Like, these couple games that LeBron has played is the first time I can honestly say that you can actually physically see his age catching up. Like, you can see it. I'm not gonna lie, to me, I would never, no debates. To me, LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't care none about that, bro. I've seen enough of Michael Jordan to believe that LeBron is way, I'm not gonna say way ahead. LeBron is a step ahead. LeBron is to me, like me personally, because it could be subjective, right? Yeah. For me, LeBron is the best player to play this game. By these couple games, I've actually seen LeBron age catching up to him. And not only his performance has showed it, but physically, if you actually watch the game, you can see. Like, you can see, like, the stuff that he was able to do last year, a lot of them is taking him a lot to do this year. And I think, and I actually was watching the Gail and them podcast, and I don't never agree with the Rashad, because I think that I'm gonna get delusional. But there's one thing that he said,
Rashad, yeah.
There's one thing that he said I actually 100% agree. There is no way that LeBron should be taking 27 more shots in the game than Anthony Davis at this point of his career, right?
Yeah.
If he's okay, let me rephrase that. If he's efficient enough, that could make sense. But at the time, at the point of LeBron's career, I think after this season, I don't know if it's because Bronny is going to the G League is the reason he's performing like this. But after this year, I think LeBron should actually consider retiring, because I'm not gonna lie, if he goes down and started like I don't like that record, I don't want him to touch that record. Like, double digits number in every single game that he's played so far. I don't want that record to go away. And I don't want to remember LeBron as I remember some of these guys that never wanted to give it up. I don't want to remember LeBron like that. Me personally, if you ask me, I want you to go on top of your game. Pause. Like, I don't want you to like go at the point where you got John Morant's is dunking on you. They make, you know what I'm saying? It's like LeBron's not that type of player, bro. LeBron got to give it up when he's
the Mike Tyson treatment.
That's what I'm saying. They might. I don't want to see that for LeBron, because I'll be ready to fight, because bro, LeBron's my favorite player.
So you're gonna fight for Bron. But look, okay, I hear what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you have some valid point to, some of the things you said. Obviously, LeBron is 40, whatever he is, 39, 40, whatever. Yeah. And I'm looking at it here. To me, I look at it as just a slump, because we've seen what he did in the Olympics, right? And that's not too far from, that wasn't a long time ago. That was not too long ago. And LeBron is still averaging damn near triple-double. I think only him and Joker are averaging like 22, 8, and 9 or something like that. So I'm looking at it. In his 5 games, LeBron is averaging, the last 5 games, because I think they're currently playing right now, he's averaging 16.6 points a game, down from his 22 for the season, and on 39.6 shooting overall, and a 7.7% from 3, and he has missed his last 19 shots from beyond the arc. That was capped off Monday by a 4 of 16 shooting night, a 0 of 4 from 3, scoring 10 points with 6 turnover on the second night of the brutal back-to-back. Minnesota having played in Utah Sunday. LeBron James has not shot under 45 in each of his last 6 games, something he has not done since his rookie season, right? So I understand. I get it. To me, I look at it as a slump. This is last, 4 games, right? I look at it to me as a slump. LeBron go through this slump. And things like this are going to happen. He's been playing for Lord knows how long, right? And I think he would pick it up again, because he started the season real strong, and nobody was talking about he looked like he should retire. You get what I'm saying? It's a long season. So, like, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, let me not say it doesn't make any sense. I get it, because people looking at his age. At the same time, the numbers are ridiculous, right? He's still efficient enough. But one thing I would say, though, where I would say his age is showing, is when it comes to him averaging, 23, 8, and 9, and still going through these games and not winning it. Because before, with those type of numbers, it doesn't matter who was on LeBron's team. He's going to get a W. But another thing that people doesn't factor in, he's in the West. So it's different. He's in the West competing at this age. And I'm not saying that to make an excuse, but it is a lot harder to compete in the West, but he's still putting up good numbers. It's just a slump. He's going to get out of it. He's going to show tonight.
Me, I don't necessarily, like, I'm obviously I look at the number. It's just like me, like, when I was saying my take, I was saying, like, physically watching him. That was my point. Yeah. It's like, it don't look like the LeBron I'm used to.
He's not as athletic anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Other than that, he's scoring points. I'm putting him on parlay. He always ate. He always over.
Yeah. I mean, 22 points, 48%. 3-point shooting went down. I'll give you that. 8 rebounds, 9 assists. It's just, to me, he's gonna get out of the slump. It's just LeBron is just such a dynamic player. Like he
right
does
now,
it
he
all.
got 18 and a half. He got 18 and a half right now.
Right now,
So,
again, because he know LeBron hear the talks. Like one thing I would say, yeah, he lost athleticism 5 years ago. Like even now, it's like, but in terms of his IQ and intellect on a court, it's undeniable. You know, it's still there. So it's, to me, like I would say, like maybe next year, after this year, maybe one more year, he should retire.
yeah,
He should retire.
That's what I was alluding to. I just want him to retire on top of his game. Pause. Like I don't want him to. I don't want to remind me of LeBron of anything else other than being great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's what it is, King James. Like the GOAT. You know, nothing's. It is what it is. LeBron gonna be LeBron. If you think LeBron is looking bad out there, just pay attention to tonight. He's going crazy. So, let's get into the next topic. The Bucks. The Bucks are looking like they're gonna be making a deep run. Pause in the playoff or whatever this year, and they started out really bad. The chemistry wasn't there. Giannis and Damian Lillard seemed like that. You know, the chemistry wasn't gonna be good moving forward. But as we can see, that the tempo has changed, the chemistry has changed, productivity has changed, and I believe they're fifth in the East right now. And don't be surprised if they end up being in the top 3 at the end of the season, 3 or 2. So, how do you feel about the Bucks?
No, this the Bucks that I wanted to see since when they was going through that little struggle they went through.
Yeah,
this the Bucks I wanted to see. Right now they're 11 and 9, and you can see from you can see the clicks of Dame Dollar and Giannis already. So they playing the best that they have played since they've been together. If you ask me, the past couple games, and it looked like they ready to make that run, like you said. I think they're gonna make a run, and I think anybody in the playoff, anybody they meet, they will make a run for your money for sure. Because having Giannis on your team, you always have a chance. Having Damian Lillard, those key factors,
Yeah, no, I agree.
Those are the type of player you need on your team, and I feel like this is the Bucks that everybody wanted to see.
No, yeah, I agree. Again, like I said, I called it earlier. I said that the Bucks just needed time to find a way to find their groove, and eventually that they were gonna be okay. So, and that's what they're doing right now. And then Giannis is on a tear right now, and I'm not gonna lie, if the way they keep playing, I would be looking to have Giannis winning another MVP if he keep producing and the team keep winning. And but as of right now, I got Jason Tatum as my MVP. But I still got the Bucks doing pretty good. So yeah. Yeah.
The last time we checked, they was like second to last. Guess what they at? They at 5 right now.
Yeah, number 5. Yeah, fifth
above 500, which is really good. So.
Yep. No, I agree. Okay, we can move on from the Bucks. It wasn't much there to say. They're just doing pretty well. So I believe they're going to come out the East. The next topic is Gervonta Davis. He announced his retirement, and also he comes clean about his retirement and the reason why he wants to retire. So we're gonna do a react to his video.
That's what I said. So some fights can still happen. No, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
Why do you think about retiring? For what? No, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
Why do you think about retiring? For what? Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. The Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga. So I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid?
His name for?
So what?
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer. You know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that. That's why.
What do you think about that? Like his retiring?
I don't know. Like at first, I was like, okay, like he's trolling, but then he's not young. He's 30, and then like just listening to that last bit of the clip when he was talking about he want to get stuff out of him. Like that's what I was saying. I'm no one to diagnose anybody with anything, but I don't know. Maybe fighting demons, maybe some internally going on. So he said he got 2 girls. He wanna like get some angers out because he's been in the news a couple of times being physical with some of his women and stuff like that. So I think I don't know. I believe him. Maybe he just there's a lot that goes into it. We don't know. There's a lot that goes into it. Maybe he just want to be focused on better himself and raising his family the right way. And the only way that he knows is just to be out of it. And he said he want to do therapy. So. And if he do therapy and fighting at the same time, he probably will lose the edge, which is like, you're fighting to get something out of you. Whatever is in you, you put it on other people by beating them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I believe him. And if that's how he feel, then I think, because he's 30 now, in the next couple of years, he'll start anyway.
To me, I can understand like why somebody want to leave the sport especially when they're at the top, at the pinnacle of the sport. But at the same time, it's like you still you're a great fighter, right? But you still didn't fight. You didn't give the fans some of the fight that they're looking for. For example, you didn't fight Shakur. People want to see the Ryan Garcia rematch, which is he doesn't have to. We already proven. People want to see you fight Devin Haney and Teofimo, which he says he's gonna slap the shit out of him. And it's a couple fight that the fans would like to get from you, right? And that's why we're a fan of boxing, because we want to see the best go at it, against each other. And that fight with Stevenson is the one everybody wants to see, right? Because Stevenson been wanting to fight Gervonta Davis. I still believe Gervonta Davis is gonna win that fight, but I think it's not gonna be an easy fight. Because Shakur is technical, he might not be the most exciting, but he's really technical when it comes to this boxing thing, right? And he has good defense, and he's not known for having a knockout punch. He doesn't have a strong punch or a strong left or uppercut, whatever. But he'll definitely get in there and get the job done. On the other side, Gervonta Davis is a bully, is a beast. So we do want to see that. And 30 is not that. It's not that old. He's still got a good 4 years left in him. And that's a long time, But also, again, it's like personal.
How many fights can he squeeze into those 4 years? Pause.
In those 4 years?
Yeah.
I'll probably say if he fight twice a year.
Twice a year, that's a lot. Because, mind you, so now you got...
once a year. 4 fights.
Yeah, I know. So, that's 4 fights, right? Once a year? Because, I'm not going by... Because, you got to train probably for 6 months, fight, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to take some time off from that, the family time, before you can fight again. So, me, I would say top 3 fights in those 4 years. Top. Because, bro, I don't think they're going to squeeze 4 years into 4 fights into 4 years because, mind you, they got to do promotions too. And that take a long time.
Yeah. I mean, fighting once a year in the next 4 years, and let's say you fight the best, will be fine. Every year, a fight a year. And I think in a video he said that, 2025 is last year, and he said those fights that we're looking for still can happen, right? So he's not straying away from it. So that means is he looking to do 3 fights in 1 year? And then that would be crazy.
3-5 year, you're gonna lose one of them. There's no way you win all 3.
I don't know. It's Gervonta Davis. We yet have we haven't seen him lose yet.
You believe he can do 3 fights a year and win all 3?
That boy's a beast, bro. If that man touch you, if he touch your body, bro. Pause. Remember he said, I'm dangerous. Remember that?
He's seen the little dance he was doing.
He did this. Bro, I'm telling you, that little, bro, when he touch you, bro, his last fight that he was walking his opponent down smiling because he knows he's about to send him to God up and away.
That kid was ass too, bro.
Huh?
That kid was ass.
Yeah. I would want to see him and Ryan Garcia fight because, bro, I like like the way like
I
Ryan
want to
Garcia.
see him. I want to see him fight either Shakur or Stevenson. I want.
No, for sure, for sure.
Bro, he's already beating Ryan, and if he say he's retiring, he got to fight somebody that he hasn't fought.
No, for sure, for sure. I want to see David Haney too. I want to see the David Haney fight. But Shakur first. I agree, Shakur first.
Yeah.
You know, so, and also one thing he mentioned, you know, just to kind of wrap it up, the reason also he said that he wants to like go to therapy, and he can't do that now because that's gonna make him a lot softer, and he needs to be aggressive going into a fight. And the reason why he want to be soft is because he has two daughters that he want to be, you know, he raising his two daughters, he would like to be a little bit more softer, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, which I salute both of those. Like,
yeah, I do.
do.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. You know, that's what it is for Gervonta Davis. Y'all know what it is. Y'all keep playing with that man. He dangerous. He really dangerous. But let's move on to the next topic. Our next topic here is who's a better player, Carmelo Anthony or Jason Tatum? And we know Carmelo Anthony, like, he was an offensive demon. He can shoot the lights out. He can go in the post, bust your ass. Like, he had it all on offense. And with Jason Tatum, we know Jason Tatum is also a well-rounded player. He can shoot the three, except in the playoff and the finals. And he's a good defender. He can pass the ball, he can rebound, and he can score the ball. So to me, my question here is, like, who's a better player, with Carmelo Anthony with his offensive dominance and scoring prowess, and Jason Tatum with all-around game ability to impact both sides of the floor and both ends of the floor? Who you think is a better player in their prime?
I don't know. Like me, when I look at this, right, I look at body of work and everything that goes into that, right? Me personally, I will pick Jason Tatum. The reason why I pick Jason Tatum, because he playing ability was able to win him in an NBA ring, right? Which Miller on the other side, no. So what is the end goal, right? The end goal is to win rings, right?
Yeah.
With all that scoring flair, because me, like, when I talk about offensively, I haven't seen anybody as dominant as Melo was offensively. Like, putting the basket in the hoop. Like, he mastered those little moves that he do around the rims. He mastered that. Like, offensively, I haven't seen anything like that before, right? But all that offense, he couldn't win a ring, right? That's why I would take Jason Tatum, because to me, at the end of the day, when 20 years from now, when we sit down and start, you know, arguing with, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people pick Michael Jordan over LeBron, because of the amount of rings, final MVP he has over LeBron. So that's like, when it comes to that, I'm gonna pick Jason Tatum.
Well, yeah. To me, I also picked Jason Tatum. Me and Salo had a conversation about this, and to me, it's like when I think about Melo, right? It's like, obviously he's great offensively, right? Don't take nothing away from him. He's a great offensive player, and it's like, it's nostalgia. Like, it's like when we talk about Melo, it just take me back to like being in high school, just seeing Melo going for 30, Melo going for 40, 50, Melo being in the Garden, just letting it off. And then also like him playing against Kobe in the finals, right? Them going back and forth, even though Kobe got the best of him, like with J.R. Smith on that team and all of that. And also I remember when Chauncey Billups came on the team. So you just remember all of these great things that happened, and how dominant Melo was at that time. Also when he joined the team with Amari Stoudemire. So to me, it's like I try to remove myself from that mindset where it's like, okay, like, I know Melo was great, and he did what he did in his time, but okay, let's just reflect a little bit. Let's just take a step back. Let's just look at the numbers. The numbers don't say it all, but also the numbers need to be accounted for your performance, right? And I'm looking at it. Melo, for his career, he shot 44% in his career, and then 35.5 from the three-point line. And again, I think his best season was with the Nuggets. I believe it was 20. He averaged 28 points, 45. He shot 45 that year, 6.6 rebound and 3.2 assists and 1.3 steals. That was with the Nuggets in 2009, 2010.
Was that the year he finished the second MVP voting?
It might have been. I'm not sure. It might have been.
I think so.
I'm not sure. But, and 44 for his career. I think the highest field goal of his career was 2005 and 2006. And I believe that was 48.
That was with the Knicks.
No, that was with the Nuggets. That was with the Nuggets. Huh?
Okay. When was he? To 2009.
2000. No, his best like just stats overall was 2009, 2010. But his best field goal percentage was 2005, 2006. He shot 48% from the field, and he averaged 26 points. That was with the Nuggets. Now I'm looking at his stats for the Knicks. He scored. He averaged 26 first year, 22 second year, 28, 27. But he was shooting between 45, 44, and 45 during that time, or whatever the case may be. And also, he's a power forward. And I think 45 for power forward or 44, I don't think that's like bad, but it's not like great. Like it's good. You get what I'm saying? I think 44 would be for like a shooting guard. That would be a good percentage for a shooting guard, but not for a power forward. But I agree with you though. Yeah, I think Jason Tatum is a better player. I think he do more. He rebound better. He pass better. He defend better. Like on offense, if you said that Melo is, I would take Melo on offense. I can argue that too. That
I would take Melo on offense, but overall game, I would take Jason Tatum.
And even on offense, Jason Tatum is more efficient.
Yeah, I mean that because he's shooting better. Like his shooting percentage is better. By me, I'm talking about like purely offensive. Like I can, how you say it's nostalgia. I can like see Melo purely offensive. His offense was art. Like sometimes I hate the way Jason Tatum. I don't know if it's only me. I hate the way he shoot. Like he shot us.
It's like a high arc. It's weird. It's like a weird shot.
It's like to me, Melo, like the way he jumped, it was art to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like you might like the style of the way he played, but he's not. To me, overall, he's not a better player than Jason Tatum. To me, I just don't see that. And I feel like Jason Tatum is a bucket, and I think we're gonna see that in the next 5 years. He's gonna separate himself from all of these arguments and things that people which every player goes through, But
like I think I seen a stat only like. The only year he didn't make NBA All-Team was his rookie season. He's Jason Tatum.
Tough.
Bro, he's made NBA first team the past 4 years in a row.
That's tough.
Crazy.
He's nice. I'm not gonna lie, the boy's nice. He's nice. He's people are gonna try to kill me for that, but Jason Tatum is an all-around better player than Carmelo Anthony, hands down. And I'm not talking about how sweet Carmelo was doing this, doing that, or just how you remember how he was hitting shots. And like I'm talking about just overall better player, not who you like. I like Melo better. I like Melo as a player just because it's from my era and he was a dog. He's still, you know what I'm saying? But my eyes tell me that Jason Tatum's an all-around better player.
Nah, I agree.
Hands down.
I totally. So, a lot of people they're gonna go and watch Melo's like highlight, see a lot of crazy others that come and say, "Oh, you crazy?" But bro, like if you actually look at it number wise, he's not fucking with Jason Tatum.
No, he's not. No, I agree. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. The Nuggets defeated Golden State in the NBA Cup. How do you feel about the Nuggets' performance, and how do you feel about the disappointment from the Golden State Warriors? And also, what do you think? Do you think Golden State has fallen off from how they started and to where they are now? And do you think that the Nuggets are doing a better job, are doing better as the season goes, and they are they're going up while Golden State is going down?
I don't necessarily think Golden State going down because, like, if you look at it, that was the first game. Steph Curry was injured for a couple of games, and that was like kind of his first game back. When you take Steph out that lineup, they really don't have much. Like, correct. You can actually, when you watch the game, they really don't have much. So I think it was timing, if you ask me, because Steph he wasn't he wasn't in rhythm. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he was off a couple games, and then also a big thing that people was not looking at, Draymond Green didn't play that game, and Draymond Green is a big factor when it comes to the Golden State.
I agree.
Like he actually does a lot, like protecting the floor. If you don't have Draymond Green, Joker's gonna have his way, which he did. He dropped 38. You get what I'm saying?
He was gonna do that regardless if Draymond was there. But I get it.
Draymond can kind of tire him out a little bit, more than the other guy, and I think that's a big thing for them. Golden State right now, they're at a time where they can't play a game without Draymond or Steph. Otherwise, it will be because you can see even the game before that, you can see, bro, they were struggling a little bit. Shooting, they were struggling.
Yeah.
And I think just for me, this win for the Denver Nuggets was just timing. They probably could have won still if they are their best team, but I think it could have been a different outcome. It could have been a different, game.
No, I agree. Yeah, like I agree. Like with Draymond Green not being there was definitely like took a toll on the team. And also, you say Steph was a little bit injured or whatever. But like again, like the West is so tight. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to come every night. You have to come out with your best game, right?
Yeah.
Try to play your best game because it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a close race for the team that's gonna make it to the playoff. And also another thing is like as we look at Golden State roster, we know that Andrew Wiggins started out pretty good when the season started, and then it's like he's not playing bad, but you can kind of see that against the Mavericks he had 8 points, and then 13 against the Grizzlies. And look, 30 against the Pelicans, and then 13 against the Nuggets, Denver Nuggets. So you can see the inconsistency in those 5 games, and where it has taken a toll on him again. And but he's been shooting the 3-point really good, So that also, like you said, Draymond not being there, and also Steph being in and out of the lineup also took a toll on the team. But I would say that they definitely, because they were number 1 in the West, and then it changed. Now they're number 7. So, and the Denver Nuggets started at the bottom, and they're number 8 right now. So there's a change happening between those teams, not between those teams, but with those teams. So yeah, and I'd be surprised if Golden State finish in the top 5 at the end of the season. I don't see them.
I think they will linger around like 6, 7,
6, 7,
or
yes.
even like barely making it to like the playing game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely see that.
I believe so. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Good game. We'll see if they make it. But yeah. Now let's move on to the next topic. We have the Mavericks. They clinched the 4th seed, and they will face the Thunder in the next round. And how do you feel about the Denver Nuggets? No, not the Denver Nuggets. The Mavs. And also, how do you feel about the Thunders so far in the West? And also, just to add on, do you think the Mavs are gonna be a problem this year in the West, and are they gonna beat the Thunders?
I think it's all depend of Luka.
Doncic.
Yeah, reliability. Like,
Yeah.
him staying. Because bro, if you watched the game yesterday, it was his first game back after like missing like a couple of weeks. Bro, like I think first quarter he dropped like 25, more than that. He finished the game with 37, 4, 6, 4, 12 rebounds. But bro, Luka being back in that lineup, you can always see how fast the game moving. Because I don't think I'm not gonna lie, adding that ball from Golden State on that team, I don't see no positive in that. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Adding who?
Klay Thompson.
For the Mavs. Yeah.
Yo, I've never seen this type of decline. I mean, I can understand this injury. I seen this interview where he was saying like he had to change his shooting because the way he jumped now prior to and then versus prior to when he got injured. And bro, his game has declined so much, bro.
No, that's a fact.
He's played like 4 or 5 games, like I think 3 to 4 games this year with 0 points. And I'm playing like a lot of minutes, He's averaging.
Let's just call it
12.
what it is.
Yeah, so
He fucking ass. Let's just call it what it is. Klay Thompson, we love you, bro. You're fucking ass right now. You're fucking shit. My nigga, 0 game, 0 points.
Yeah, yesterday he played 20 minutes. He got 4 points.
Nah, bro.
He was 1 for 5 on field goal, 0 for 3 in the 3-point line, and then just a couple two free throws, and then the other one was just he had it. 2
Nah, that's crazy, bro. 0 points is wild. That is crazy, bro.
But yeah, you got Kyrie, PJ Washington playing very well.
Yes, PJ playing great.
PJ playing well. Kyrie doing his thing, and Luka is just Luka, bro.
Luka's different.
So, yeah, they're 14-8 right now, and I think they give a lot of team probably because Kyrie in playoff and Kyrie regular season are 2 different players.
Nah, facts.
2 different players, bro. Kyrie's a dog in the playoffs.
Yeah, nah.
So yeah, I see the Mavs, going along. Pause.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think if Luka stay on the court, because he's been in and out of the lineup also. But if he stayed on the court, I can see them going far. And I wish he would just get in a little bit more like better shape.
Yeah,
like,
bro. I can't eat. I bully bro. Like,
that nigga, like,
I don't know the nigga body type. Bro,
he got a dead body at like 20. What 20? How old is he? 23, 24? What the fuck is he?
24, 25.
Whatever he is, bro. He got a dead body at 24, still busting niggas' ass. That's the crazy part about it. But if you get in a little bit more shape, oh my god, like it just. But it is what it is.
If he actually get like muscles, bro, like bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that can hinder his game a little bit. Maybe just
not muscle. Just like, get yourself right. Yeah, get yourself right. And but yeah, I think they're gonna be a problem. I don't know if they're gonna make it out the West. I don't know if they're gonna get to the final. But if they do, that would be great. It'll be amazing, and I'll be shocked.
I want to see last year. I want them to run it back against the Celtics again. You don't think that was possible this year?
I don't think I want to see that. They lost.
Because me, right, like the thing. I mean, we gonna get to Thunder's a little bit on, but like what it just to me, it's like being young is good, but you also need experience. They need to add some experienced players on that team that's been in the playoff that's been in the playoff a couple of times. Because you can see that last year in the playoff, you can see that they lost by experience. It wasn't with the top because they are way more talent than the Mavericks had.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I think they're a good team, but I feel like I want to see them against Boston. The same thing is gonna happen. Porzingis is back. Same thing's gonna happen, and Jason Tatum is playing out of his mind right now. Brown feel like. Jaylen Brown feel like he fighting for the civil rights movement or for civil rights again. He think he Malcolm X. So they ready, they strapped, they ready to go to war. So Luka gonna get tired again. He's gonna be the worst player on defense. They're gonna be blown by him every single time. That's why you need to get in a little bit more shape. Like it's not gonna change anything.
His defense a liability, bro. He literally be letting guys walk by him and go get it back.
Nah, that's a fact. It is what it is. And the Thunder. To me, it's like they're a great team, but I have to see them perform in a playoff. I have to see them get out the first or second round.
Yeah.
Get to the Western Conference Final at least. Like right now, I don't have a lot of faith in them.
I'm telling you, experience. That all guys because they have a team. They just experience.
And they lost their big man. They lost their center. So I don't know if he's gonna be coming back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you talking about that boy? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Chet.
Yeah,
so, I don't know how that's gonna be, but we're gonna see. And Shea is like, and I also have another, but that will be another conversation because I was gonna say Shea is the.
We're gonna do that next episode. I say we're gonna get into it.
Okay. So we did Melo, Golden State, Mavericks. The TNT Sport is partnering with the NBA 2K25 to include shot meters, 2K badge, shot distance, and player tracking for NBA games and stuff like that during the NBA Cup. So this is all for like visibility and also to bring in more viewership, to add more things to the game for people to be more involved with it. What do you think about it? You think this is a good idea for the NBA to include?
Yeah, I think because they got guys under the computer where they looking at what can bring more viewership. I think anything that they can do to bring more viewership because NBA is on a decline and it's declining per day, like every day.
Yeah.
They do that. The only thing I don't like is pinning them courts like I don't like some of the court they be looking too Christmas tree like. I don't like that.
It look like shit.
But whatever it is that can bring NBA Cup, like whatever it is that can bring viewership because I love NBA. Like I love watching NBA. Whatever they can do to bring viewership back, I'm all for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm interested to see like what the outcome is gonna be like, what it's gonna look like. I seen like a little crop picture and stuff like that. They had like the shooting meter, step shooting. They say excellent, and the basket going in. I just don't want it to look like a video game completely. Like then it's like you taking away from the realistic aspect of the game.
People gonna be more focused on that, especially nowadays. Our attention spans is too low. Like
I get it.
I agree.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. NBA. Who was wrong? In this case, right, a woman is left with $20K hospital bill because her husband refused to acknowledge her on his insurance after she refused to name their son Junior. So how do you feel about that? This I can give my opinion, but this is really for you.
I think they're both petty. Like, they both wrong. First of all, why would you not name the son after the father? You know? And then second of all, no matter what, you the man, bro. Don't be female. Like I think all those like that's woman trait. That's no, that's pettiness is not a man trait. So you know what I'm saying? It's like that's your wife at the end of the day. Because imagine it could be worse than $20,000 down the drain. Can be worse than that. You know, because a lot of these hospitals, they're not gonna perform a surgery on you unless you have an insurance, right? Yeah. So it could have been worse. So just let pettiness be woman stuff, and then just be a bigger man. You know, whether cunning name after me or not, I'm still gonna add it to my insurance.
Nah, for sure. Now I was gonna ask you a question, like a little controversial, whatever. But you being African and things like that. So you obviously you made it clear, you're not gonna like remove her off the insurance. But let's just say it does happen, and she refused to name your son Junior. One, how would you feel? And two, like who decides to name the baby? Is it a collective, or is it just the mom that decide how to that she's gonna name the baby?
I think it's an understanding. Like collective, I would say, because I just didn't name.
And legally too, like I don't know the legal, like I don't know if it's like
a lot of times, like back home, they would say, "Oh, you the man of the house." Like me, I'm not running my household like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like anything I do, I ask my wife's opinion. At the end of the day, I'm gonna make the final decision. But there's no decision that goes on here without me asking her what she think, because maybe her thought process at that time could be way better than mine. Yeah. And I can take that and then just like make out where I want to make it. Yeah. But for me, our household, we run I always say this: I run the family, she run the household. You get what I'm saying? Because women are really good with the household. But every decision that we make is collective. It's not all me say. At the end of the day, I'm gonna make the final decision, right? Yeah. I'm always gonna ask her opinion because she's not a robot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that too. Like again, it's a collective decision. Also, like when you have a spouse, when you have your wife or whatever, a lot of time when you make a decision, you bring it to her attention, vice versa, and then as a man, you guys make the decision, but you make the decision also, in mind, knowing that, you also want to take her, opinion in consideration or whatever to make both of you guys happy. So yeah, him taking her off the insurance, bro, it was petty. That was like doing too much, bro. At the end of the day, she had to late in a hospital to push that baby out. So we know how, scary that could be. So whether she decides to name the baby Junior or not, you don't go ahead and say, like, I'm moving you off the insurance. But she is wrong, though. You can't just not name the baby. That's completely wrong. And we're not doing that. In our culture, bro, you the man get to name the baby. And again, I'm not saying the woman doesn't have any say-so, but as the leader, that usually that's what happens. But removing her off the insurance just show that he not shit either. So at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we can move on to the next topic. All right, bro. This is the last video. I'm gonna share it. We gonna react to it. I don't know if you've seen it. But
I seen it. But go ahead, just share. All
right, bet.
Well, let me ask you
what is Neo to you, Dr. B?
He's a womanizer. He cheated on his wife, and that's why she left him. He didn't cheat once. He cheated over and over again. He's a womanizer. And now what he's doing is, as a womanizer, he's gaslighting himself and that wife to make it seem like he wants polyamorous when you never wanted polyamorous from the beginning. You wanted to be married but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate that shit.
Maybe.
And so she pivoted from you. And now you're going and he's making these other women pay for the heartbreak that he caused to himself by saying, I want to be polyamorous. That's BS. You want to be married. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the tools to do it. So now you want to make sure you put out into the world, look at me, I want to be polyamorous because I cheated. No, you failed in your marriage. You're effed up, and that's the problem. Now you need to heal from that and not have these self-project your pain onto these women about your messed up decision making. Period. Okay.
No.
Well, let me ask.
Okay, before you say anything, bro, like, just go ahead. What's your take on that?
The first time we talked about this lady, whatever she is, right? And I was like, you was telling me how much is like I was like, okay, like, you know, she's doing her job, whatever. I give her the benefit of that. But now, bro, like, she's pissing me off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's 210, right? First of all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people if you haven't been in a successful marriage, right? I don't think
Shut the fuck up.
You have no room to be giving anybody marriage of violence. I don't care how many degrees you got, how many colleges you've been to, bro. You have to experience these struggles to be able to talk about it in the way that she talk about it. All right, your professional advice, right? I'm all for that. Whatever you got a degree for, your professional, I'm all for that. But in order to, like, the way she talk about it, the struggles that people go, because I don't know if he ended up watching when she was on the Breakfast Club, right?
Yep.
This girl was engaged for 10 years, never got married.
10 years?
Bro, yeah, she was in a relationship for 10 years, never got married. You know what her problem was? She said because within the 10 years, she know that guy wasn't her person. So I'm like, what make you think? I'm like, so what make you think you can come on here and give us advice? You been in a relationship for 10 years. You know that wasn't your person and you still let her go on. And now she get on here and get personal with people. Like the thing that she had with Cam Newton, bro. She get on here and get personal with people. Me, as a patient, if she my doctor or whatever she is, I would never trust her. After seeing this clip, I would never trust her with my secret.
Yeah.
Because she have a loud mouth and the way she talks, she pisses me off. She give me this masculine vibe. And not in a good way, because no woman is gonna like. But you see, when I start
but look. You know,
Nick motherfucker, I don't mean, bro. Like, she pisses me off, bro. I'm telling you, I don't like her tone. I don't like the way she talks. And then you know how they be victimizing themselves. They say that all black women is not protected, but then they can get on these platforms and tear a black man down in every which way, right? Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I don't like this girl, bro. I don't even. This is the last time we're gonna break down one of her videos. Bro. Yeah. I don't want to talk about this girl anymore.
I agree. To me, everything you said, I 100% agree with it, right? Like, look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? And but this is the social media world you're talking about, right? Like, yes, people talk about like famous people or whatever, or people that's in the media or whatever the case may be. I understand. You can have your opinion, but to me, it's like when you make a personal attack. To me, it's like, first of all, how well do you know Neo? Do you know Neo's wife? Is that why you attacking him personally? Like, it got to be something there that makes sense. To me, it's like you just coming on these major platforms, on Cam Newton platform. You got on Breakfast Club. You started blah blah and you just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And you, like you said, you've been with this guy for how long? God knows what. And you're not married. You're 40 something and you're not married. How you give advice to people to like what they should do in their own like private life? Like, what type of thing? Like, what is she, a doctor? What? Like, what the fuck is this?
She a hypocrite, bro.
Bro, that shit don't even make any fucking sense, bro. Like, you just bugging out right now, just doing all type of shit. Oh, you wanted to do this, do that, bro. You're not married. That's like me telling a gay person how to gay.
She's been in 2 failed. Like, whatever it is, I don't know, marriage, whatever affair she
never been married. I don't think she ever been married. I think she had a fiance.
She shouldn't be giving anybody advice. But I don't care how many degrees she got, because that's what she always go back to. Well, I got this and this and that. I don't care. I don't care how many degrees you got. If you didn't experience anything, you should not be giving nobody marriage advice. Because me personally, if I wasn't married, if I'm one marriage advice, I go to my parents or somebody that's been married. For marriage, I'm not gonna go to somebody because you got all this degrees. She probably cheated on those exams and got the degree. Who knows?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so who are you? And plus, it's like, as a doctor, I can't trust you. You on the internet yapping, putting people business out there. I don't even know how far does she know Neil? Like, if she talking about this nigga like she know this nigga personally. Right. Oh, that's why his marriage fell. You never been married. Neil can go Neil can go on the internet and say so much about you. You never been married.
Not facts.
Like, what do you know about marriage? You never been married.
Never been married, bro. You bitter. She's just bitter, bro. You getting on here just talk about other people's problem. Talk about your problem. Okay. Yes, you went on Cam Newton, whatever, and you were giving all of this. Oh, I don't want to marry somebody too old. I don't want to marry somebody too young. Somebody in the middle. You was giving all that. Then get married. You can't do it. You giving people advice every day. You can't get married yourself. And matter of fact, lose that last name, Brian. That shit belonged to Kobe. Like, you just come in saying all type of shit, bro. Like, polyamorous.
10 years.
Like, what the hell? That don't even make any sense, bro. Like, if Neo want to be with multiple women, it's his life. Let him be.
And you know, she is the same approach that she used with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
It's the same approach that she used with Nick Cannon. It's like, bro, she on a I don't know. I think she just on a pattern. She want to go viral because a lot of these is not.
Yeah, she
not
clout
helping
chasing.
nobody. She not helping nobody.
She clout chasing. Like, to me, it's like that's like me, like a homeless person telling another homeless person, like no, not even that. That's like, I'm trying to find an analogy to make it make sense. Something that you haven't been in, you want to project that on other people. You haven't even done it yourself.
Right.
You're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to understand these things. Like, how can I come? Like, you haven't been in no like successful marriage, and you're 40.
Let marriage even disrespectful to us. She hasn't been in a successful relationship. Period.
That's true.
She got situationship. That's what she got.
Sitting here talking about your doctor, bro. Like, the fuck?
She's not a doctor, bro. I know these guys be playing her like chess.
Bro, like, that shit don't even make no sense, bro. Like, I ain't gonna, like, she clout chasing, she trying to get her bags up, she trying to get bread. Like, I respect the hustle.
If this was other way around, bro, you should have seen in there, bro. They be like, oh, black men's always tearing down black women.
And she
That's
always
gonna
doing
be
it.
the narrative.
She always doing it.
Now, she gonna get on that and talk crazy about people.
And my question to you,
if I dare her, I dare her to go talk to Drake. Drake will sue her. Talk about Drake, nigga. Drake will sue your ass, nigga.
nah, but I was gonna say though, like, what is it about, like, people wanting other people to get married so bad? Remember, we had this conversation with Cop, and I said, look, do what works for you. Remember, like, like I said, do what works for you. Don't try to rush anything, whatever the case may be. But if your goal is to get married, yeah, then I would like encourage you to get married. But I don't understand, like, why she just so bitter about people getting married, or if their marriage doesn't work out, they go and do other stuff. Like, your stuff didn't work out, your relationship didn't work out. So to me, it's like you're a big hypocrite, and I can't respect that.
Yeah, I don't respect that.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But there's one more video that I want you to look at. It's about Camp Newton, and from there we can wrap it up from after that video.
White women. Do you see yourself
Let me go back a little bit.
marrying her?
To your point,
Yeah.
marriage
Yes.
is not the ultimate goal for me.
Yes.
I do want to get married.
Well, that's good.
I do, but listen. So the thing about that word of, well, marry the girl, I'm not saying that to you directly. I'm
Right.
saying that to the people who see this and their response. We're so trauma bonded by this thought of get married, have kids.
Yeah.
That's the way that the propaganda of life that everybody has been putting in our faces to say, okay, get married, have kids, whatever. Not, or overlooking or not identifying that that's still a way for the devil to dwell in.
I have to say, so marriage for me, when I think about marriage, right, we have to understand that, first of all, a marriage license, which is different from marriage, but I think a lot of people get caught onto the marriage license part, wasn't even established. It's really new. It happened in 1929, and it happened so that black men couldn't marry white women. Do you see yourself marrying?
Okay, let's pause it right quick, right? And let's come back to our senses, right? How do you feel about that whole shebang?
Well, look, I say it again, just like how you said when we talk about it, well, being the other time, bro. Marriage is not for everybody. I think people need to understand that. People need to get through that. Even if it's for you, maybe it's not gonna work out. That's the thing about us, especially us Africans, especially like Nakai, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of people are getting married out of pressure, and I don't think that's the way you should go. That's not the route you should take. Me, I always say, like yesterday when we were having a conversation with this, for me, I don't believe in divorce. Like, obviously, when it gets to a certain point, toxic, whatever. Yes, by me, I always say, if this if this don't work, I'm done. I'm not doing this over again. You get what I'm saying? So that's why people need to understand, especially young people in our age, bro. People gotta understand marriage is not one day thing. You're not gonna see this person today and then tomorrow you somewhere else. Like, it's tolerance, bro. All those love, look, everything's gonna fade away. You gotta be able to be with somebody that you are gonna be able to tolerate. I think that's the part that people are missing, right? And that's why marriage, divorce rate in our generation is too high, because a lot of people get married out of loss, right? And that's what Kane was trying to explain to this girl, but she's not getting it. Marriage is not. He's not necessarily saying that he's not gonna get married, but to him necessarily it's not for everybody, which everybody should understand, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all I got from that.
I agree.
Nothing else.
I agree. And then to me, like I had one issue with that when Kim said, like he was going towards like, yo, you know, marriage is not for everybody, whatever. But I do want to get married, which can be somebody can say, oh, that's a little contradicting. But I understand what he's saying, and I feel like he's being cornered. And I'm not saying he's the type of person that's gonna be cornered, but I feel like the conversation just keep coming up in a lot of times. So it's like he feel the need that he need to respond to it in a certain manner, and to me, which I disagree with. And I get it, and I agree with Cam. Look, if he doesn't want to get married and he's okay where he's at, and the woman that he's with or the women that he's with are okay with it, what is everybody's issue with it? It's like this is why we have to understand. It's like we can't all do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, school is not for everybody. Marriage is not for everybody, right? Everybody's not built the same. Everybody's not raised the same. So if you're married and the next person is not married, does that make you a better person than him? Does that make you a better parent than him because you're not married? Like, because there's people that are married that are horrible. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we talking about? It's like he take care of his kids. He's okay with his girlfriends or whatever, you know, he calls them, right? In terms of like, you know, not like any derogatory words, like it can be his girlfriend or fiance, whatever the case may be. If they're happy together and the kids are there, it's like, what are we talking about? And I remember the Dr. Brian or the Lady Brian was talking about that they're torn up the family dynamic if you don't stay in the same house with your kids. Like, bro, what are we talking? Most of our parents grew up, or like had multiple wives and in different houses.
Facts.
And we grew up fine.
We turn out to be fine. Facts. It's just a system, bro. Like saying, oh, like she forcing it. What if you don't love those women? Like you can make baby with people that you don't necessarily like. Maybe you fell out of love or something happened down the line that you're no longer attracted to them. So there's no way you should be forced to stay with that person. And not like, come on, bro. Like,
I was gonna ask you this, like, because you made a good point. So do you think they're like, okay, like let's say you get married to somebody and you really love them, right? Obviously you're making a commitment, right? And I think Kevin was talking about this. When I get married, there's no divorce. So, and Aisha said, you know, it's circumstantial, huh? Yeah, no, for sure. But Aisha was talking about circumstantial. Let's say it get to a point where it's like the best thing to do is to get a divorce, whether it's the wife or the husband, right? And like, do you force those people to stay together? Because we have seen things turn for the worse. For example, the situation in Ohio, right? We don't know the full facts, but it could, let's just say the echo that I've been hearing around that situation is like, yo, they were going through a lot of stuff, but you know, African parents, they would tell you to stay together. You know, so
okay. So what I think about that is because, you know, when I say I don't believe in divorce, a lot of people look at that as toxic, right? Yeah. They say, oh, you giving that vibe. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there's no wrong with if people, because bro, like, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. It isn't, bro. You're gonna have problems, right? Yeah. What you do to walk through those problems, right? Find a solution. That's what make you. You know, there's gonna be those anomalies where, you know, thinking, you know, take turn for the worst. Yeah. And I think when they get to that point, this couple things, I said that don't compromise. When it's messing with your with you mentally, physically, then you can leave. Yeah. There's no force in that, right? Yeah. But me, what I'm saying that like there's small problem that pop ups here and there in our marriage. We're able to talk about it, right? And then we move forward. I feel like now there's people giving up quick nowadays, and the reason for that is people not getting married for the right for the right intention. That's why people giving up quick. Certain stuff they're not gonna tolerate, right? If you're not gonna be able to tolerate that person, then I don't think you should be getting married. Maybe you need to do some working on yourself. Maybe y'all need to, you know, date more before y'all get to that point. That's what I mean when I said that I don't believe in divorce. Because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Y'all gonna have problems. Everybody has problems. You and your siblings has problems all the time. You have disagreement with your parents all the time, right? But that's family. Yeah. And me, that's what I say. That's what I mean when I say I don't believe in divorce. because there's certain problems that you should be able to work through. And now people give up quick. People divorce now for the thing that you won't even imagine.
No, I agree. I agree.
And the reason for that is you got married in the first place out of lust.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's all I think about that.
No, I agree. Yeah, pretty much like we both on the same page with that, bro. Like, do what's best for you and don't let nobody pressure you into doing anything. If you want to get married, then do it. If you think that that's what you want to do and that's what you truly got in your heart, do it. Look, this is life, bro. It comes with a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges, bro. So, like, don't let nobody force you into doing something that you don't want to do. I don't care if it's Miss Bryan sitting there spilling a whole bunch of bullshit and she not married herself. Man, she need to go on with that goofy ass shit, bro. But it is what it is. This is Gameonblitz. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And, it is what it is. Again, it's me, Dr. Connie, my co-host Mo, and we out.